Hi neighbors. I'm standing on the side of the house right now because I have to dig a trench to bury a wire, a 12 gauge wire. Oh my goodness, it's hot out here. And of course I'm wearing a black shirt. Why am I wearing a black shirt? I don't know. But this is the garage between the house and this is the view of the garage with the 12 gauge cable that I'm trying to bury, and I've got to go 12 feet from the house. So I started here and I've got to go 12 feet across to, or was it 22? Oh my gosh, who knows? It's too far. Digging up these roots. As you can see, I'm about 18 inches in some spots. And only 10 right here. Oh my goodness. And then fighting all these. I told y'all we grow rocks here in Arkansas. But yeah. I'm digging up this trench. And I will show you the inside of the garage where the cable's gonna go, because we're going to have 4, possibly 6 new outlets in the garage, so we can plug in some power tools and battery banks and the shop. I am so excited about the shop, and it's crazy right now. We put up the insulation. Okay, so the other day I was talking to you all about cutting 12-foot sheets of drywall in half, and that was the same day. It was 50 to 60 mile per hour winds, but that was the only day my sweetie was available to come and help me. I mean, I can't lift those sheets by myself. I can lift 1/2 of a 12-foot sheet, but I can't lift a 12-foot sheet. So we cut them in half. We took them inside. We've got them up on the walls, insulation. The roof is pitched and has pillars. So we are going to spray foam insulation. Spray in foam insulation. How do you say that? Anyways, so I bought that instead of the rollout batted kind. And then my sister and I have this idea to just spray paint it black. Just have this funky industrial looking black foam ceiling instead of paying for more drywall and having to paint that. And I'm watching this bee. I really hope I don't get stung. I love bees and I don't kill them. I think that's a wood bee though. But we'll just have this industrial look in there with the foamy puffy ceiling, and then the drywall walls are going to be green. This rich army green. A friend of mine gave it to me. Thank you, Allie. It's called avocado, and it's not brown, but it's not like a sagey color. It's very deep, very rich, pigmented. So that's the walls, and we're just going to recycle, reuse, repurpose, because this is a studio on a budget. The only thing that I'm putting money into is the 12 gauge wire, new sockets, and this electrician who is wonderful. He did my greenhouse. I mean, he's an electrician, but he's a carpenter, local guy that's started my siding project, and then my sweetie and I finished it. But he's just re-screened my porch and any kind of old thing that, you know, he's retired and he likes to keep busy. So it's great to have those handymans around. So I'm going to finish this trench, and then I'll take a picture and show you guys, and then give you a little smidge of the studio. I don't want to give too much of it away. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, and it's good to see you. The electrician came today and drilled this hole and got the outdoor wire in here with the PVC. He said, good job on my trench. But he covered it up before I had a chance to brag on myself. So that cable is not actually a live wire. but it will go up the wall into a junction box under this eave fascia board next to the window, and we'll have power. So I'm super stoked that this was 2 feet deep and a foot wide, and we put almost a foot wide, and we put 2-inch PVC in there, and boom, we have power. So I got that going, cattle panels, greenhouse. Ooh, Lord, busy season's here. Amen. Hi neighbors. I am out here today on this beautiful sunny day putting out my cattle panel. So I wanted to share with you how I'm setting this up. I'll share some pictures along the way as I set it up. It's kind of hard to video today because the city is out here on my street putting new pipes in, new sewer pipes in, and so I'm kind of squeezing my video in between that ruckus. It's kind of loud, but I wanted to share with you how I prep, or how I'm going to prep this year for the tomatoes and cucumbers to grow on the cattle panel. So I'm sitting out here. This is the other end of the greenhouse. So I have a door on both sides, and I think you can see the back of my head in reflection, but the rain catchment on the other side, and so it's more rectangular than square. My girls, they hear me talking and they're like, why aren't you in here with us? Why are you out there? So, but yeah, there's a bench here that I'm sitting on. I brought it with me from my other place, and I get to rest here when it gets too hot, and I really need a hat out here in the sun. But yeah, so let's see. And I've laid out all the cardboard, and the cattle panel is between these 2 trees, and that's how I'm measuring. And I've got 3 layers of cardboard out there, and then I'm going to put a layer of manure on there, and then my bags of dirt. I just want the manure on there now, and some leaves and tiny sticks to hold the water in. But also we're gonna have a couple more windy days and maybe some rain, so I want to make sure that they don't blow away. So let me get this continue on, and I'll be right back. See, they're peeking up over the wall. Who knocked the water over? Huh? Nobody? Yeah, right. Mabel, was it you? These crazy girls. These 2 black girls, they lay these speckled pale eggs, and they're delicious. But they talk the most. They tell me everything. Here you see me going over to the side where my raised beds are, and I have a huge wheelbarrow that I've stored all of the poops, from my Gone Poopin' video. And I'm taking one by one 3 cartloads over, so that on my 3 layers of cardboard, I can evenly spread with the rake the manure, and then later I'll break up the big chunks with my hand or with a shovel or something, and sometimes I just walk on it, and then I put the dirt over it, and later mix it in with my hands. So I want to get a good, smooth, even layer of manure before I put the dirt in and lightly mix, not all the way through, but just make sure that it's tamped down a little bit. And then I'll put another layer of cardboard over the top and then throw the cattle panel over the top of that, because I do have some stray cats in my neighborhood and they kind of use it for their personal, yeah. So we won't talk about that, but here I am spreading it out with the rake and making it all good so it'll settle in for the baby plants. Okay, so I got a fine layer of manure on there, and I'm gonna go get my dirt and put over that, and probably at the ends I'm going to put some rebar just so that I have something to, I do not want to do the post hole dig and all that, but I'm gonna have to hold this sucker up. So I'll be back. I'm back from the landscape place, and I loaded all this myself. My goodness, we're gonna have fun with this one. Woo woo, look at that, 12 bags of in-ground organic planted soil. Whitney Farms. I showed you the green bag, that's for raised beds. This is in-ground. So I'm gonna put this on my compost on top of my cardboard, and we're gonna get our tomatoes. Woo woo.